Oops, I meant to move this light. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I am actually early today. I don't know. I think I might move this whole light totally. I'm going to mess everything up. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if anybody pops on. Give it a quick second to see if anybody's going to be here to chat. So I have a card today that we're going to be doing. And the sample of the card has been sitting on my desk since March. So we're going to have some fun today. Let's see. If you just stumble upon this video, if you're watching the replay, welcome. My name is Jennifer Olea. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Yuma, Arizona. I love all things paper crafting fun. And I'm kind of going a little slow just to see if anybody pops on, wants to chat. We'll see. Like I said, today's project is a card that we're going to be making. And I'm going to check one thing. Let's see if, yep, I think it's showing that I'm live on Facebook. There I am. All right, so let's get started with this card that we're going to be making today. And let's see, we will make this guy bigger. There we go. This is how you can find me on all the socials, Instagram, Pinterest. I was just talking to somebody. Hello, Yolanda. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. I was just talking to somebody this morning about my Pinterest account. And I was like, yeah, I haven't done anything with Pinterest in a very long time. So I do have a Pinterest account, but I should probably look into that. Maybe update it a little bit. So there's that. Today's card, like I said, has been sitting on my desk since March. And we're going to be using the Fern and Flora bundle. And I haven't played with this at all, except for when I was at a Stampin' Up! Event. And it's called On Stage After Hours, where it's a like a pay to play. And so we got the bundle and we got all the goodies to make these cards. And I made 2 of them so far. That's all I've done. It's just been sitting on my desk. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this. And plus, I really, really I don't use them very often, but I love background kind of textured stamps. I don't think we're going to use it in this card, but I love them. Do you guys use textured stamps? My stampers that are watching, do you like them? Or are you afraid of them? In the beginning, I was kind of afraid of them. But, so we have the stamp set. We have the dies, which we're actually going to need. We're going to be using this die. Oops. We're going to be using this guy and this guy and the moth. You see that? That's a moth. Or maybe it's a butterfly. I don't know. It looks like a moth though, doesn't it? What do you guys think? Is it a moth or is it a butterfly? Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. And these are all my pieces that I got at the class, and I've kind of added a little. So I'm in the process of making my 3rd card. So there's that. this is the second card that I made with it. This guy right here. And so for the class that I took with Stampin' Up, they gave us everything well, everything was already cut out. We didn't have access to a die cutting machine. So these white images were already cut out, and then we had to stamp on them. And that was a little tricky for me. But it's so pretty. I like this card. This is, you could stretch this out. So this is the die, and I just, they gave us two, or actually I think I cut them out. And so I just stretched that little edging right there. I thought that was kind of cool. But so there's that. And this is the card that we're going to make today. So we're going to blend a little. We're going to do some embossing. And we're going to use a different embossing folder. And I have lots and lots of pieces here. So I said, let's get started. Who's ready for some paper crafting fun? I am. Okay. Oh, also, I pulled out this happy birthday stamp. This is a very old stamp, and it's so old that it's on wood. And I probably will never get rid of this stamp because I love it so much. That's going to be the inside. I'll put it over here for now. All right. So today's card. Let's see. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, I went to the gym this morning, and lifting my arms kind of hurts. And I'm going to put these guys on my magnet sheet so that way I don't lose them. Okay. And this is just like a, I don't know, Dollar Tree frame that I put one of those magnet sheets in. And this way I hopefully don't lose my dies. If I just set them here on the desk, trust me, I would lose them. All right, so let's put all this stuff away, or to the side. We're starting with Secret C. It seems like I can't stop playing with Secret C. It's your traditional card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Next, we have a piece of Secret C, 4 by 5 1/4, and then we have Berry Burst. That's just one step down with that. So that's 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And then we're going to go one more smaller, not that one. This one. So that is, I've already forgotten, that's 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. All right. So we are going to emboss this guy. And I said we're going to use a different embossing folder than what I originally used. That's because this embossing folder is retired. And this one is brand new. So I said, I thought to myself, let's give it a whirl. Okay. So this one is called the Textured Tree Ring. We have lots of different tree textures. I don't ever remember a ring, and that's a giant ring. It's all one ring. We've had little rings, I think, if I remember correctly. But this guy is like somebody just sliced a tree trunk, and this is what you get, right? So let's do that. Well, thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate all your comments. Ow. Okay, here we go. Let's get this embossed. Then we're going to do some blending. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay. And we are going to cover it, most of it up. You're just going to see the outer edge of it. But oh my gosh, so pretty. I can't wait to do more with that embossing folder. So let's just start layering for now, because that way I don't lose pieces. There we go, like so. So pretty. And this guy's going to go on top. I love Berry Burst and blues together. Secret Sea, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, which was when Secret Sea came into the color lineup. I've kind of stopped playing with Night of Navy, but yeah, I should probably pull that out again. All right, so we're going to put that guy off to the side for a little bit. Now, we're going to do some stamping, and just double check that I have the right one. We have this, and we have this guy. Okay, so we're going to stamp this guy, but we're not going to stamp it in traditional green. We're going to stamp it in Golden Glow. So one of the new ink pads. Look at how easy that is just to open up like that. So easy. Okay, we're going to get a nice, good ink coverage on our stamp, right? And we're cutting one out, but the rest of them are going to go on this piece of paper. That is the front of your card. Let's see. Oh, Lola, good morning. You had trouble opening up, but here you are. Very nice. Thank you so much for being here. All right. And then we're going to stamp probably 3-ish. Depends how it goes, right? We're going to stamp 3 of these leaves down here. So I want, what do I want? I want kind of like a big one in the middle. And then we're going to go around like this. And this wasn't perfect coverage right here. If you guys, yeah, you can see that. But I'm not worried about it this time because I'm covering up most of this with some blending. So that doesn't happen again. I am going to make sure I have a pretty strong push on these stamp pads. And I'm turning it, right? So I'm not picking up the same ink from the same spot. All right, and then this one, I think we're going to go off the page like this, off the paper. Okay. So we are going to cut this guy out now. And to do that, I have to move the embossing folder. Let's bring this over like so you can kind of see it. And I am going to use some sticky tape for this guy. My plates are pretty warped. They're kind of on their last leg. And this is not very sticky tape. So I'm kind of using a big piece so that it kind of sticks on the plate, the paper, the die, right? It goes all the way across so that it doesn't move. Just a little tiny piece. I was doing something the other day and I did a little tiny piece and it slipped. And so I was like, I'm going to go big or go home. All right. So let's roll this through like so. And then we'll pull it off. And I don't know if the sticky tape was always less sticky or if like just over time it's happened. I honestly don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't really matter anyway, right? The big question, to save this or not to save this piece of white paper. There we go. Okay, now I am going to place this guy right about here ish, probably the whole thing. There you go. And then I'm going to do some blending. So I could have done it like blend this way and blend this guy, but I'm going to go gentle. We'll see how it works. Ooh. I'm going to use some adhesive, put this guy on. Oops. Let's see, like so. And then I'm going to take some Peaceful Pine, which is a great new green. It's one of the new egg colors. And by new, I mean since May. Is that right? Since May? May, June, July, August. Yes, it is. Okay. So tap, 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 right? Tap, tap. And I'm going to start just like this. And I'm getting an effect here that I didn't get on my sample card because I attached this first. It's a little darker around the edges, and I think I actually like that better. All right, so there, I think we're good, like so. And then look how easy this is. It's magnet too, and they say you're supposed to put them on like this. Yeah, put them like this. I always forget to do that though. Okay, have I done with those? I don't know. And they stick together too. Look at that. So they could stack. Okay, and now we have a little tiny piece of Secret Sea. It's just a scrap. It's about 3/4 by 3/4, and we're just going to kind of put that guy there. I have some Peaceful Pine. We're going to stamp the greeting on. The greetings in this stamp set are pretty awesome. The world makes a better place. I did go to school. I can't read, and I can read cursive. You make the world a better place. You're an amazing friend. Thankful for you, and sincere thanks. It has this cute little border right here that fits the this label that we're going to be cutting out here. I decided not to use it, but I totally could. But all right, so let's open up Secret Sea. Tap, tap, tap. Stamp this on a scrap piece of Peaceful Pine. And then, oh, also we're going to stamp our, I think it's a moth. Moth out of, what is this called? Golden Glow. And I just did it in Secret Sea as well. And then we're going to cut these guys out. Let's see. And you could do 2 at a time. You could live dangerously and not put sticky tape on there if you wanted. But because I'm on camera, I'm definitely doing it. Okay. Because I don't use it all the time. Okay. And then we'll pull these guys out. Let's see. All right. We are almost done with this card. I have to figure out what we're going to do on the inside because my sample card has nothing on the inside. And also, so this bundle that I got at the Stampin' Up! Event is part of a suite. And so I typically, if I'm going to buy the stamp set or the bundle, the stamp set and the dies, and it is part of a suite, I'll typically buy the suite. So there is paper that goes with this, bling that goes with this. I don't have any of it, but it's gorgeous. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to, I think that guy's going to go there. I'm going to do everything with seal so that it doesn't pop up. It's a flat card. Go like this and add this guy. I would never think to do Peaceful Pine and like Secret Sea or Night of Navy together. That looks really good too. Let's see, do I want this straight? I mean centered. I think I do. And then we're going to go like that. So let's add this to the front of the card and then figure out what we're going to do on the inside of the card. Because of course we have to do some more stamping on the inside of the card. So there is our card. Let's see. Oh, and you guys can see how the edges really picked up that ink. I think it looks kind of cool. Definitely note what am I trying to say? It draws your eye to it, so you realize that it is die cut, right? And that it's not just flat on the paper. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so the inside. I know I want to do this happy birthday stamp. And let's see, maybe we'll do, let's see, if I do happy birthday, it's a pretty big stamp. I don't know. Let's see. Do I want to do it in Peaceful Pine or do I want to do it in Secret Sea? That's the big question. Because I'm thinking about doing this guy. Maybe I'll do it stamped off. Let's see. All right. We're going to do the big giant leaf with Golden Glow, but stamped off. Kind of. So it's a little faded, right? It's not so bold. I think we'll go like this. I do like a good edge on my stamps. All right, we're gonna push. There we go. And let's do Secret Sea, because why not, right? All right, we're gonna tap tap. Now on these ink pads, we're not gonna press too hard because they're super juicy. We're just gonna tap tap tap, and we're gonna do happy birthday over here. Oops, we'll see if this works. I could feel I touched a corner first. Oh, that works. Look how pretty that is. And it's my kind of card because all you have to do is sign it. If you want to do some kind of like writing on it or something, then you could always add a piece to the top part. But oh, why did I close Secret Sea? Because it let's see, Yolanda said like a shadow. Like over here, this one's a shadow. Or the green part, the part that I blended. Let's see. We'll do this guy up here. And then we'll add him. Let's see. Let's see. Lola said, love your color choices. I'm finding that I love all the new ink colors. More and more. Secret Sea is the best too. I know, right? I think I haven't heard anybody say that they don't like Secret Sea, which is so funny because when I first saw it, I was like, it's just black. It looks black, but you put it next to black, and it is definitely not black. Yeah, that works. Okay, there we go. Let's see. It's a flat card. Do I need to add bling? No, I'm not going to add bling. Let's see. Yolanda said the leaf. Yeah, the leaf. It does. It's like a shadow. So you could pop it up too. If I would have blended it like by itself and then popped it up, you could pop up this guy. You could add some twine. I have visions now of a like extreme card, a non-flat card. That's not what they're really called, but all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. I hope today was fun with a little paint. I hope you get inspired, and hopefully today you have time for a little paper crafting fun. I will be back next Wednesday live for sure. Thank you so much, Yolanda, for all your comments. I appreciate them. I will also be putting out a FunFold video later today. And if you are signed up for my email, then you get that link straight to your email, also with the recipe card. So most of the time I give the measurements while I'm making the video. Sometimes I don't because I forget. But that way, make sure you signed up for my email. You get the recipe card, the link to the FunFold. It just lets you know that I posted it. Everything's good. And yeah, hopefully everybody has a great Wednesday. And I will talk to you guys all later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.